Hey everybody, and welcome to Jack's Treasures. Today is Thursday.
It is What Not Wednesday, Thursday edition. Yeah, because we kind of forgot.
Well,
we were traveling.
We were traveling yesterday. We were headed up to Nashville, and we did a bunch of sourcing, did some stuff. Today we headed home. We actually had a really fun day today. We did.
We did a ton of sourcing today.
Yep.
We got some shows coming up, but this is our What Not Wednesday edition, even though it is on Thursday. We'll try to get them all up next week.
Yes.
All right. This is our ongoing series of questions and answers that people have asked us, or that we've asked other people, or stuff we made up because we don't know exactly what
This is a question I actually want to ask a friend of mine, and I haven't gotten around to doing it yet because she's a little bit bigger than we are, and but the question is, what the double hockey sticks do you do about cancellations on Whatnot?
Cancellation requests.
Yes. First of all, we have been on Whatnot for right at 3 years now, and we've gotten a cancellation request here, there, everywhere. The last month we have really pushed our Whatnot, I guess you'd call it. We try to bring it to the next level. We've been running some bigger shows, more expensive items, some crazy shows.
All starting off at
$1. And so we've been selling a lot more in bulk. And with this bulk has come a massive increase in
the massive
cancellation
increase
requests.
has been one per show that we have been doing.
1 to 2, yeah.
1 to 2 and stuff. And the worst part is at the beginning of the show, I tell everybody, we're not honoring any cancellation requests, so bid responsibly.
I also put in the description of each item, no cancellations or returns will be accepted because these items are sold as is.
Yeah, so we do that too. We have it in the show notes, and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know my friend Jeremy over there at Green 13, give him a follow, give him a check out. He's over
awesome.
there on Whatnot. Okay, he is amazing. He doesn't do them either and stuff. And I tell everybody, I says, look, if I mess up, and I'm holding up an item, and I sell the item, and then I break it, or lose it, or it wasn't the right item, or I notice something afterwards, then I'm going to honor a cancellation request on something like that.
But we are getting cancellation requests because someone's toddler scanned the item by mistake. We're getting cancellation requests because someone stole their credit card and started buying things on Whatnot, and also happened to be in the category that they sell in. So I'm not really buying that.
Here's my favorite one. I bid too much.
Yes.
You sure did. Yes. Okay, and I appreciate that. And I believe me. Okay, listen, I want to tell y'all something, all right? For the most part, Tracy and I honor a lot of the requests. Especially
in the past,
the way that people will come to us with that request. If it's a truthful thing.
One time somebody said, hey, I accidentally put my bid way too high, and I just...
He was gonna max bid it at 100, and he max bid it at 1,000.
And then it wound up going, we canceled. We took care of that. Things like that. And just in the past, somebody, might have occasionally requested a cancellation for whatever reason, and we've generally accepted them. But right now, we're not doing cancellation requests.
Here's the thing, okay? When you're running a show, especially a live show, okay, and you say in the show, we're not going to entertain any cancellation requests. Please bid responsibly. And we make that perfectly clear. And then you submit a request. And sometimes you submit the request before the show's over.
So my question for you, assuming y'all are Whatnot sellers, what do y'all do?
Anybody.
Yeah.
Even when you get to this. How many of you have gotten this on eBay? Cha-ching, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's always
And
fun.
you get the sale, and immediately after getting the sale, you get the cancellation request.
Unfortunately, on eBay, it's kind of a little different story. You're sort of almost required to take those because otherwise you are going to get a return.
Here's the thing. On Whatnot, they rolled out a beta program where you could control your own customer service.
Yes.
And so we control our own customer service. I'm sorry, I had the hiccups. We've been on the road all day.
We have been.
So, we control our returns. Now, with eBay, you still do get that and everything like that. Do you accept them right away? Because you can say no, and then you're going to get a return. Or do you accept that cancellation? 9 times out of 10, we just accept the cancellation on eBay. But on Whatnot, it's different.
It is different.
Because it's a live auction.
I was going to say, when I'm selling on eBay, we're talking items that I had up in a buy it now, and someone bought it now, and it's not affecting anybody else.
Right.
On Whatnot, those person's bids are affecting other people.
See, on Whatnot, you're bidding against other bidders who want that particular item. Now,
I'm going to go to the example of the very last cancellation request that we got, and it was for a video game system that went for $111, I want to say, somewhere in there.
It was a PlayStation 3 that was backwards compatible.
Yeah, and that's a fair price for that item. It's less than you would pay on eBay, not by a significant amount, but it is less than you would pay on eBay. So it's a fair price. Nobody paid more. This was the one where the person told me that their credit card was stolen.
Well, not only was their credit card stolen, but so was their
account was, there was a lot of
address.
Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff there. We canceled it, and they immediately opened.
When she said that we canceled, we didn't accept the
cancellation
on it because of the way that the guy worded it was just really kind of fishy.
And so we did not accept it, and I'm getting ready to pack it up. And all of a sudden, I see that it's not giving me a shipping label. I'm like, well, this is weird. And I go in and look at it, and it says, item received on my end. Delivered, yeah. It's like, that's strange since I haven't shipped it out yet. And he just did the cancellation request. So I had to reach out to Whatnot support, which I love Whatnot support. They've always actually been very helpful to me. I've heard bad things, but we've been lucky. They, within the next day, got back to me.
This was funny.
They sent me a separate label for the guy that has been insured, told me to go ahead and send it back out, that they denied his return request already.
He not only did, now this is the day of the show.
Yeah.
On the day of the show, he submitted his request and we said
we
no.
denied.
Then he said he got the item.
And tried to return it.
After the show. We hadn't even shipped it yet.
Yeah.
Got the item and opened a return of the item.
And Whatnot was just like, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so they gave us a special, like a better ticket than we normally would have to send it out to him. Told us to go ahead and send it out. They've denied his cancellation and his return request. So
one of the things that when you do get a cancellation request, you need to do some protection for yourself.
Yeah.
Take pictures of the item in the box. Because some people are going to say, I got the box, there was nothing in it. Okay. Yeah. If they do that and I don't have any proof, then Whatnot will take their side. Which legitimate they can, because that actually did happen to us.
On any item that has been attempted to be canceled and I send out, or any item that I just feel a little fishy about the buyer, we take pictures of us in the box,
Not us in the box, the item in the box.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
We
take a picture looking down into the box of the items in there, and Whatnot will see that and consider that if there was a problem later on. Which
that's one thing that you can do too. The other thing that you can do also is report to Whatnot, be proactive with Whatnot, and say, listen, we had a buyer who bought an item. It was during a live show. It was during prime time, and it was an empty box. Now, people buy empty boxes because they have units and they want to sell the units, but they'll take the boxes and they'll put the unit with the box, and then it almost doubles the price. They're very, very good. All right, and we have a lot of video game buyers, so I knew that this was going to be a good item. Okay, I was figuring to go for about $25, $35. Okay, comping it out on eBay, it was about that price, $35 to $40 for an empty box. Well, here's where the rub. The guy lied and said that I never said it was an empty box. So I'm selling a PlayStation 2 for PlayStation 5 for $50 or $40. Okay, and he's bidding on this thing. And the whole time, I'm saying it's an empty box. Tracy's saying it's an empty box.
We counted it back on the playback. We said it 15 times. And in the title, the first words were empty box.
Yeah, first word was empty, and it was bold.
My assumption is the guy just swiped into the show by chance, saw it up there, got excited. Oh my God, it's a PlayStation 5. And he swiped without thinking.
And here's the thing. Our other buyers were in the room.
Right.
They were buying it. They were on
the guy
it.
that pushed him up to his max bid was one of my biggest video game buyers who buys empties and weird oddities and things like that from us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% who I thought it would go to, is him or one other buyer.
So when he sends us the message, he lies and blames it on me. Denied.
If he would have come straight away and said, hey, I swiped in at the last second. I am so sorry. That was on me. You know what? I would have probably accepted that cancellation.
No, we would have.
Yeah.
We would have. Because during that show, we weren't telling people we don't accept cancellations and stuff like that. Now, no.
It was an item I could have turned around and sold it for the same price. That part didn't bother me. It's the fact of the way he came up and he said that. Nope, you're getting it. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Then he denied it. He tried to not claim it at the post office. Then he tried to say that it wasn't received. All of which, tracking numbers, all of those things.
Once again, Whatnot had our back. They actually, basically, I think forced him to pick it up. They're like, if you don't pick this up, you're just out of luck. Yeah. And so he picked it up, and
we think
if he's smart, he sold it on eBay and made his money back.
But when you get that cancellation request, here's the bit of advice that we have: immediately address it.
Yes.
Immediately address it. Don't ignore it. Immediately address it. It depends on how you feel about how that came about. If somebody came to us and they said, I'm sorry, when I was swiping, the bids were going up really, really fast. When I started swiping, it was at $12. When I finally got my finger across and it bid, it was $28. I didn't really want to spend that kind of money.
I am so sorry,
Yeah. I feel bad for you and stuff like that, but you got to be really, really careful about those. And then at that point, do we take it? I don't know.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah. It really just depends on how people approach it. But definitely you as the buyer, look at it and take a look at it, and just say, well, okay, I'll accept that one.
That has happened to Brian before, where he started swiping and it went up about $30, $40 mid-swipe, and you know what? We just took it and
You just took it. Wow, I didn't put in a request for it.
No.
But look at your request. Take a look at them. Read it. It's so hard. If you don't accept cancellations, you don't have to accept the cancellation. Okay? They can leave feedback and...
Actually, I have been told that if they request a cancellation and you do not accept, that they are not allowed to leave feedback.
Right.
I don't know the truth of that. I will say I've never gotten bad feedback for something that we've canceled.
But if I'm holding up something and I sell it, and then it comes to find out that there was something drastically wrong with what I had done, I'm accepting that feedback 100%.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
If I break something, one of them was glass. We sold this piece of glass. It was a big bird thing. And if I would have broken that, or we would have broken that, I would have accepted a cancellation.
100%.
I would have told them to cancel it on it. I've said, look, there was an issue.
That actually went perfectly, and they got it, and they're happy with it.
Yeah, they sent us a picture and everything like that. So let us know your experiences.
Let me address one other issue there, and that's something that we're getting to the point that I'm starting to worry about. And with your cancellations, it's something you should think about, is that outside of feedback, people can start dragging your name on the internet. That did happen to us once on the box issue that he mentioned. The guy immediately went on Facebook and posted in a Facebook group that we ripped them off. And we were very blessed that...
he got blasted.
Yeah, that like 3 or 4 people responded in there. They're like, hey, they are not rip-off artists, whatever. And one of the mods on the site knew us and knew that we weren't doing that, and they actually removed the post. But there's places where
we found out about the post from another one of our sellers, Diana, Perfect Price.
But there's Reddits, there's Facebook groups, there's whatever. You could find yourself getting dragged, and if that happens, handle that very professionally. If that post wouldn't have got pulled, I would have gone in immediately with a reply that was very calm and mature. And
after she was pissed off for the first hour and a half.
I will tell you another little tip there. If you're worried that what you're writing is not calm enough, run it through AI. Tell them, help me make this a little more
We were talking
calm.
And I was watching somebody, and they were saying this, that don't hit the send button
No.
on the first day that you write it. if you're sitting there and you're writing out this reply, you're writing out all of this other kind of stuff, sit on it for 24 hours.
Or have someone else look it over.
Have somebody else look it over.
I've got a chat group, and we've bounced ideas off each other before when we've had return requests and things like that.
But let's say you don't
somebody
have
who's
that.
not.
Let's say you're me. Don't hit the send button. Look at it and reread it tomorrow. You might be that you're just really, really upset, and it really kind of rubbed you the wrong way, and you took it out on the thing, and you mentioned a lot of things in there that did not sound professional.
Right.
So
you want your reply to be professional.
You want it to reflect who you really are, not who you are when you're really pissed off because somebody decided to lie about you and try to break it out into the world. We didn't have to worry about it because
it got pulled before I could reply to it.
It got pulled probably within about 2 or 3 hours after it was put up, and I do appreciate that a lot.
I do too.
But for us to reply to it, and reply to it, definitely do, but do it in a professional way. Do not when you
no
get
name
attacked,
calls. No.
Here's the thing. After that show was over, Tracy got so upset. She was like, "We're getting too big. We're getting too big." I'm like, "That can't happen. No. First off, we're not even getting that big. I mean, yes, we're coming up on 10,000 followers on whatnot, but that our room size is it's consistently gone up. 2, 3, 4, 5 people per show that we're doing now. We're maintaining about 20, 25 to 30, 35 people in the room. That's definitely happened. It's a natural evolution of trying to grow your business, and you want to grow your business. And she's like, I don't want to be this big because I'm sure that some of the big subscribers or the big people out there like Paul and Jen, they have cancellation requests all the time. How do they handle it? Well, we know how Green 13 handles it and stuff, so that's how
I had a meltdown. I did have a meltdown, but you know what? Next day, or actually it was later that day, I did another show, and it was fun, and I chatted with my friends, and I felt a lot better.
And it was because she took it personal.
I did.
That it was a personal attack against Jack's Treasures, and you cannot do that. Okay, some people, it's happened to me. You buy something, you get into that frenzy of, I want it, so you're swiping away, and the next thing you know, that thing that you had maxed out at $10 is now $40, and you swiped.
Yeah.
And you have what I call buyer's remorse. Sorry. Okay? Hone up to it. Be a big boy. Okay?
Yep.
Be a big
and
boy.
remember that
or girl.
If you bid it, someone else might too. So you could always resell.
That's right. You didn't do it yourself. Somebody else was bidding on that item too. So let us know your comments. How do you handle those stressful moments? We know how Tracy does. She has a breakdown. Okay. I had one the next day.
He did.
So, not on any of this stuff.
No.
But so that's how you let us know how you handle. These are just our opinions.
Yep.
You can give us a thumbs up if you agree with our opinions, or you give us that thumbs down and go, man, you guys suck. Okay, believe me, we've heard it now. When you get to a certain point, you start getting those haters out there. We're starting to get to that point.
We don't have any haters, do we?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
I like us.
But anyway, definitely.
If you like us, put cheese in the comments down below.
Hi, Patrice.
Hit some of that subscribe button down there. Give us that thumbs up. Give us that thumbs down. As always, please help us out with
Soldier Suicide.
Help stop soldier suicide, guys. Also, we got a new one for y'all.
Yes.
The Naughty Cat, guys.
Naughty Cat Cafe in Chattanooga.
.com in Chattanooga, right there, guys. They have 42 cats that are inside their facility.
Ready for adoption.
They are ready for adoption. And not only that, but they roam free in their little
and
cat
I petted
cafe.
them all today.
She sure did. Okay, she got to handle all of these cats. They're a great organization. Yeah. We're going to be working with them to partner up just to help get them some money coming in.
I had been thinking about doing a cat show sometime soon, and I think we finally found our little theme. It's going to be around the Naughty Cats. So.
It's going to be around the Naughty Cats, and it's in Chattanooga. Now, we're not in Chattanooga, but
we're there a lot. It's our second home.
Yeah, pretty much. So help us out. There'll be a link down below to the naughtykats.com. You guys can give anything to them. It's a husband and wife team, and they do it all by themselves. Okay. And oh my gosh, I just want to let you know, the guy told us this, that out of 16 adoption applications, only one is approved.
Yeah,
for
they're
adoption.
very...
They vet
Yeah.
very,
And
very
I like
highly.
that.
And we really...
Because
really
I
like
met
that.
all those kitties and I want them to have the best homes ever.
Yeah. So stop soldier suicide. And now...
Naughty cats.
The naughtycatcafe.com down there below. Give them a follow.
Bye.
And every single day of your life, make sure that you
Pet a cat.
peace out from Jack's
Or
Treasure.
42 of them today.
Or 42.
Bye.